Hi, this is Highbridge Motorhomes Devon branch, but today we aren't at the Devon branch, we are at the February NEC Motorhome Caravan Show. So this is our biannual trip up to the hallowed halls of the NEC, and come up on the Monday, which is today, the day before the show opens. You notice things are still being set up at the moment, so do excuse any noise of drills and such like. And we come up, and I come up and go and do some stand videos of all the stands that we will have representatives on, and I myself will be on this one. It is the Adria stand, so it is in Hall 3A, as you can see up here. And it is, for those of you who come to the October show, it is a smaller show, smaller stand, but it's still absolutely massive. So what we do is we'll have a walk around and see all the vans which are on the stand. So I'll be on here myself for the week. We'll have Matt, our sales director, on the Ace stand, new brand being launched. Kev on Wild Axe, James is on Bailey, and there's chaps from Somerset on Rapido, Showson and Coachman. But this is the best stand of them all. It's the stand I always work. It's a product which I deeply love, and this is the Adria Twin Supreme 640 SLB. So Adria invented the fixed bed van conversion, or large scale, for the UK market back with the original Van Win. Debuted in 2003 for the UK, and the Twin Supreme range came out in 2019 and moved the whole market on. So Adria really are the market leaders in fixed bed van conversions, and this is always a bestseller. It's longitudinal low single beds. So those of you might remember Pete, who comes and works the October show for us and was a salesman for us for many years. He actually, when they launched these in their facelifted guys for 2025, bought one himself. So when the actual people selling them are buying them, you know they're very good. So we've got longitudinal single beds to the rear. We've got a new off-white cabinet work. All this cabinet work is made of a new material as well, so you're taking a lot of the weight, a lot of the timber out the van. Got various little clever clip-in shelves back there. We've got magnetic cushions, so you can never quite work out what you're supposed to do with. Multi-rail 12-volt electrical points all the way through, so you can move your lights and your USBs around. You've got the Adria pioneered in a van conversion swing wall separate shower. The biggest panoramic roof light in any large scale production van conversion. So the roof light starts there, stretches all the way back in two pieces to the bathroom. Based on the Fiat Ducato, almost all of them are going to be the 8-speed auto. We've got the 12-inch infotainment system that lets you connect from Fiat with built-in nav, as well as Apple CarPlay, Android Autoplay, and I believe it's size programmable. You've got cab climate control. This is the standard upholstery. You can have full leather, but this is the standard, which is very, very nice. A put-away table, which lives underneath of there, and then adds into there. And you can add a pop-top, turns into a sport, and they're available in a variety of colours. We've got full LED headlights. You can have safety pack and adaptive cruise as well. So that's the SLB. Next one along, keeping it in the twins, we've also got the new Adria Action Caravans being launched this week, which is their new version of one of the best selling pioneering small caravans of all time. I won't go in there because it's not my field of expertise, but that's the little Adria Action. Twin Sport 600, 6 metre, so you've got the same front end basically as the SLB, this which is 6.34, but with a transverse bed. This is a sport, so it's got an optional pop top on the top at 3.5 metres. 3.5 metre, 3.5 tonne even. This one's in Lanzarote grey. So that's a 600 SPB, which is the 6 metre one with the pop top. You can have it with or without. The SLB, Twin 640 SLB, which is 6.36 metres, with or without a pop top again. And the final one in the Twin Supremes is the SGX, and this demo one is in the beautiful batik orange, which we do have a batik one on order. This is a price premium colour, because it's painted separately, I believe, from the rest of them, apparently. I don't really understand why, but apparently it is. But it's a beautiful thick metallic orange. Again, you can have any of them to any colour. So SGX gives you raising double bed to the back. This has been the joint bestseller with the SLB. You'd think this would be the bestseller, and it normally is the joint bestseller. Massive longitudinal double bed. Press a button, up she goes, and then you've got huge storage underneath, which we'll see from the outside. This one's got the optional slide out tray at the back as well, which is interesting. Front end is basically the same as the SLB that we saw. You can have small or big fridge. This is the big fridge option. Smaller fridge stops there, gives you a wardrobe underneath. You get a decently sized oven for the UK market. You don't see that in the European vans. Again, twin twiddly cab seats, panoramic skylight. So that's the Supreme SGX. See at the back of that, this has got the optional pull out tray, which is interesting. So this whole floor can be pulled out to here, loaded up, slid back in again, and also put your bed up and down from the back as well, and that will come all the way up to that level, so you can put expensive bikes, scuba equipment, grand pianos, whatever you want inside of it. So that's the Supreme SGX. Again, we have these on the forecourts back at base, but it is Adria's 60th anniversary, so last April-ish they launched the 60th anniversary range, picking one of each body type, and this was the van conversion. So this is the 60th anniversary version of the SGX. That about 90 or a little bit more with the orange paint and the slide out tray. These one spec and one spec only at 76. So you'll see videos on our Highbridge YouTube page of the differences between the two, so I won't go too far into it, but it's not got all the cab spec. It's got a standard size skylight instead of the huge panoramic one. It's got its own wood finish and upholstery, which are no worse or better depending on your choice. It's got a different head unit, manual aircon, manual handbrake, so it's saved a bit of money there, but it's about £15,000 cheaper. Got the same heating system, it's got the same fridge, doesn't have the option for the full height fridge. Do excuse the noise, it is setup day here. It's still got the swing wall separate shower, it's just got a slightly different design to it, but the idea is the same. It's got exactly the same bed. It doesn't have the pull-out partition with the step built into it. So there are a few differences, but there's a big difference in terms of price at $75,945. So these are running out. So if you are coming to the show now, the further it goes into this week, the lower the availability will be of all vans. So the motorhome model year finishes in June, July build, and the final orders for those are around about now. So if you are thinking of ordering an Adria, if you want your own specification, you really do need to get it done this week if you can. Pop up the show and see me, or pop into base and see Ash down there if you can't make it up here. Otherwise, you're picking at what dealers have on order. We have plenty of these on order, but they are selling very, very quick, as fast as 2 or 3 a week at the moment, which has been great news. There are 2 other vans in the 60th anniversary range. There's the Matrix, so these 2 coach builts, both 89,945. This is the Matrix SL. This is the family van, or the van for those who need to travel with more than 2 a lot. So you've got big drop down double bed here, comes down halfway. The SL means it's got the L-shaped sofa here basically, or the S does anyway, and then the L means you've got your longitudinal single beds to the back. Still 3.5 ton. Full width bathroom, L-shaped kitchen with oven. Same cab spec, automatic as well. So these are the only full size Adria coach builts under 3.5 ton, or at 3.5 ton anyway. Massive garage for the brochures at the back. But its sister van, the Coral DL, so these are 7.4 metres, 2.3 wide. It's the same body shell, same bed layout, same garage to the rear, which is humongous. Again, 3.5 ton, can be up plated for more payload, cheaper tax if you have a driving licence. But the difference in this is a DL, so L means it's got the longitudinal singles at the back, D means it's got the dual sofa lounge, that's what I call it, anyway, the dinette lounge as they call it, which is confusing as we call a dinette something different. So this has got parallel sofas anyway. So you have to make up your forward facing seat belted seats, which is fairly easy to do. And that table will drop down, make a double bed. So it will do as 2 and occasionally others, absolutely fine. There's always 4 of you, then the Matrix is the one. Back end is the same. Kitchen is similar. Lounge is different, and obviously not having the drop down bed from above, plenty of headroom. So that's the anniversary ranges. They're about to go out of production, sadly, so that'll be that for them. Sun Living, we'll probably do a quick little separate video on those. That's Adria's sister brand that do some of the more reasonably priced end of the spectrum. And then we come into the big girl alley. So we've got a Mercedes based something or other. It's a Coral because it's not got a drop down bed. It's an S because it's got the L-shaped lounge. And it's an L because it's got the single beds, so that makes it a Coral SL. But MB on a Mercedes, that's your factory coffee maker option, by the way, if ever you wanted to know what you get for your optioning a factory coffee maker in the Adria. Don't think we've ordered any of these, to be fair. We can still order you one if you fall in love with it at the show. Give us a shout. Get one on June production just about if you're quick enough. And then we've got a Matrix DC, presumably SC. So again, we've got the L-shaped lounge, but this is the island bed offering from Adria. So you can get this, you can get any Adria coach built with a parallel sofa, which is a D, or an L-shape, which is an S. Height adjustable rear garage bed, that's raised up at the moment, and a big island bed above it. So that's the island bedded offering. Big supersonic on the Mercedes, range topping single axle A-class. We do have one of these heavily discounted. These are 173, we've got 149,995 in stock back at base. Some of the cosmetics might be slightly different, but it is basically the same as this. So longitudinal singles. This is the best selling layout from Adria. So you've got your big fridge freezer, oven above, full width bathroom dresser, sumptuous leather seating and captain seats to the front, Mercedes-Benz cab, Alco chassis, Aldi heating. It's just a beautiful thing, isn't it? Very small cupboard. 32-inch TV area, takes a 27-inch Avtex. So yeah, ask us about our one of these at 149,995. The final one, we missed out our best-selling coach built. Of all the 14 brands that we sell, this is our best-selling coach-built van. It's the compact Supreme DL, and the reason it sells so well is this lack of width. So it's 2.0 or 2.1 wide, uses van wing mirrors instead of the coach-built ones with the longer arms. So it's a svelte thing. It's 3.5 ton. It's got acres of space, loads of payload. These are coming in around the 90 mark, so this one's 89,025. We tend to order ours just with a couple of extra options on top of there, which takes ours through to 90,730, including safety pack and adaptive cruise, or slightly more if you want leather. Big garage to the rear. We sell so many of these, 30, 40 a year. So if you want a van soon, as I say, availability genuinely is dwindling, but if you get one early, come to the show early in the week, at least speak to us, we can tell you what we have. So it's the longitudinal single beds again, but it's 6.99 metres, so it uses the swing wall bathroom out of the twins, and that means you can have oodles of floor space here. A big fridge freezer is optional again, but we order all of ours with it. And a parallel sofa front lounge with 2 seat belts makes a single bed, so this is a 3 berth. So again, we can do the Coral Anniversary, bigger version 4 berth, 3.5 ton still, or this, which is more or less the same price, but this is a Supreme. So, show offers, if you can make it up to the show, or if not, and just give us a buzz, Adria are doing a NEC offer of £2,000 extra discount basically, so it's a manufacturer backed offer. It's really good, strictly for this week coming up, Tuesday to Sunday, so that's the 17th through to whatever date Sunday is, Tuesday the 17th onwards. And you can get it by coming up and seeing me on the Adria stands. I'm Jody. You can give us a call on 07432 662 558. It's 07432 662 558. You can ring the branch if you can't get hold of us, 01626 832 792. Hit Motorhome Sales. Come and see us. It's Hall 3 and 3A. Yeah, Hall 3A on the Adria stand. And if you can't see me, ask at the counter over there. Tell them you'd like to see Jody from Highbridge. I will come a running and do you a bit of a deal on one of these beautiful Slovenian motorhomes. And this is the Adria stand at the NEC show, February 2026. Thank you very much. Goodbye.